Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, mom of four, wife, real estate investor, and entrepreneur. In today's video, I'm spilling all the tea. Let's get right into it. All right guys, I don't know what's going on. My voice has been hoarse for like the past week. I'm not sure why, but yeah, my voice has been a little hoarse. So let's get right into it. This has been the most requested video. All the videos on my page so far, on my channel so far, are just videos that, ideas that I come up with myself that I think might be helpful for someone like you looking to start your real estate investment journey, or, you know, just to help you out along the way. But this particular video was a requested one. A lot of questions, especially my very first video, which I'm gonna put right here. A lot of questions was, how much was the property? Where did you get the cash for the property? How did you get the money? How much was it? Especially during the pandemic. So I know you had a lot of questions. Today, I'm giving you all the numbers. Let's get right into it. As you guys know, I did pay $10,000 above purchase price for the property. The property was $75,000. It was listed for $75,000, but since there were some other bidders involved, I actually put a $10,000 above asking price. So all in all, I was able to purchase the property at $85,000, including closing costs. So the property was $85,000. Once you add all the closing costs, the fees and taxes for like the remainder of that year, because I did buy the property November 12th of 2020, it came out to $86,840 to actually acquire the property. I'm gonna be going back and forth from my laptop because I have my budget spreadsheet there, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of back and forth, so just bear with me. Repair costs, including paying my contractor. As you guys know from my previous video, I paid the contractor $20,000 to do the labor, and all of the material came out to around $42,000. After I failed my CO, I had to hire a plumber to come do the chimney and heating certification, and I also had to get a roof certification. I had to get a few things done. So all in all, paying all the contractors and also the materials, it came out to $44,458. Now, when we were in the property before I actually bought it, me and my realtor were talking, and in the area we see properties that are similar and even sometimes smaller. My property is 1,408 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathroom now, unfinished basement. It has a patio, it has a backyard. We see properties similar, but for around $1,500. After I did everything and I made the property to where it is now we have the property listed for $1,800. That's the rent that I'm looking for the property. Some people say it's too expensive, but a lot of people that actually come and see the property know exactly why it's listed at that price. I didn't leave anything undone. Everything is taken care of safety-wise, and then it's very easy on the eyes. The property is beautiful, if I must say myself. So yes, $1,800 is what I'm asking for rent. Okay, so we bought the property for $86,840, including the closing costs. Rehab and contractor cost me $44,458. I'm asking $1,800 for rent. Now, I am a member on biggerpockets.com, so they have a tools button where you can actually analyze your deals if you're doing a BRRRR, if you're doing a rental property, if you're doing a fix and flip. So I'm actually using the rental property calculator right now. As you guys know, I am doing the BRRRR, but since I haven't refinanced the property yet, I'm not sure how much that's gonna come out to, so we're just gonna use the rental calculator for now. So insurance is gonna cost me $1,248 for the year. That comes out to $104 a month. $1,424 for the entire year. So that comes out to $202 a month. So as you know, you're most likely going to have ongoing repairs and maintenance that you need to do with the home, for the upkeep and stuff like that. So in this calculator, I'm going to enter 5% for repairs and maintenance. I'm going to enter 3% for vacancy, because you want to have something in there, some kind of cushion in there for any vacancies that you might have. I'm adding 5% of the income for capital expenditures. Right now, I'm actually gonna be managing it myself just because I took care of all the problems, so I really don't foresee any issues going on. But once I do get to 2, 3, 4 properties, I will add a management team, but I do wanna see how it goes, for this first property before I go ahead and scale up. So in the meantime, the management fees is gonna be at 0. I'm gonna be taking care of that myself. Now, electricity, gas, water, all of that will be responsible by the tenant. I've already put that in my lease. So let's go ahead and update that analysis, and I'll go ahead and tell you what my ROI is. After repair value, as you know, I bought the property for $85,000. I put a lot into it, around $45,000. So I'm just putting in $110,000. It might come back lower. I highly doubt it, but it might come back higher as well. Once I get the house refinanced, I know what that exact number is, but for now, I'm just putting in something around the lower end. So I put $110,000 for after repair value. And then after it calculates everything, now remember, I don't have a mortgage. I pay for this cash, right? But that's gonna change once I do refinance the property. So I'm gonna have an updated video on that once I do the whole burr. But for now, I know you guys want the numbers, so I wanted to get this video out to you. So it comes out to my monthly cash flow after all the percentages I added in for, repairs and maintenance, vacancy, and all that stuff. It comes out to $1,212 of monthly cash flow. And then my expenses comes out to $554. I feel like $1,212 of cash flow is amazing. I'm calculating my mortgage to be around $400 to $500 because I did some calculations with the current rates that are out there now. I have been speaking to different banks trying to see who's going to give me the best rate, but I'm waiting for my tenant to actually sign the lease, move in, so that I can present that lease to the bank. They need that information before they could actually go ahead and do the refinance. But $1,212 is really, really good. So let's deduct $500 from that. I'm still around $700 cash flow if we have a mortgage, right? I think that's amazing. For my first property, I'm actually at 11.8 cash on cash ROI, which stands for return on investment. For your first property, that's amazing. I feel like you should shoot for maybe 8% and above, even though that's a little low. But it's your first property. I made a lot of mistakes. I paid $10,000 above asking price. I paid retail price instead of, going through a wholesaler. Then I paid so much money with the rehab. So imagine if I would have actually done this right, and this was probably my third or fourth deal, and I'm doing it right. I probably bought the property below asking price, and then I got good deals with subcontractors, and I did it the right way. My cash on cash ROI will be way higher than this. So I think I did a really good job. I'm really proud of myself. And I think what really helped was at first I thought I was gonna get around $1,500 to $1,700 for rent. But once I saw the outcome of the property, it's one of the best in the area. What I did as well was I would go to, different real estate websites, Zillow, your realtor.com, and I would look at the properties that are similar to mine within the same vicinity, 3 bedrooms, and they're asking the same price. Some of them are asking even more, and the property is like nothing to look at. So I really took that into consideration. I'm really proud of myself. What I like about the calculator that's used on biggerpockets.com, it actually goes ahead and tells you what your return looks like year 1, year 2, year 3. So if I was to sell the property or stuff like that, it'll tell me. So the first year, my cash flow is $14,548. That's in the very beginning, and then at the end of year 1, it comes out to $14,839. And if I was to sell it, so the first and second year, if I was to sell the property, I would actually lose money with the return value, with the ARV that I put in of $110,000, because with the purchase price of $85,000 and rehab of $45,000, I'm already above that $110,000, right? But I just put that in there just to be safe. Hopefully, when it's refinance, of course, that number is going to be bigger. But if I sell it in year 1, I'll be negative $4,000, but if I sell it in year 2, I'll make a profit of $13,000. Year 3, a profit of $31,000. Year 4, a profit of $49,000. Year 5, a profit of $67,000, and on and on and on. By year 30, if I sell this in 30 years, a profit of $670,000. Yeah, so that's amazing. I really believe in keeping it in the family, but you know what? If something happens, an emergency, and you need cash quickly, then you have a property that you can sell and make a nice profit off of. So my profit year 1 would be $14,839, year 2, $15,136, year 3, $15,439. By year 30, my profit is $26,352. And now let's look at the equity. The equity in the first year is 112,000, right? Because I put that the ARV is 110,000. So for that first year, the equity went up to $2,000. Year 2, 114,000. Year 3, 117,000. Year 4, 119,000. And year 30, equity of $199,000. And the property value goes all the way up to 199,000 by year 30. So I bought it for 85,000 and it goes up to 199,000. So that's really good. I just want to share those numbers with you. Now, everyone wants to know, where did I get the cash from? You ready for this tea? Are you sure? So everyone wants to know, where did I get the cash to buy the property? That's the $1 million question. You sure you're ready for this tea that I'm about to drop on you? Because I'm spilling all the tea. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I liquidated my 401k. I was at home during the pandemic. I was bored. I was calling banks left and right, letting them know that I'm looking to invest in my first real estate property. The first thing they ask you is, bank statements and proof of income and stuff like that. So although my job didn't let me go, I was on furlough. My income was coming from unemployment, which does not count at all. So unfortunately, all the banks were not trying to mess with me. No one was trying to loan me this money. And that money was just sitting there collecting dust. I mean, the interest rates was going up. I was making a tiny, tiny profit. But you know what? I did a bold thing. I made a bold move. And I feel like now I have an income producing property that's going to be making me $1,800 a month. I don't regret it. I took that out of my 401k, and I had other savings as well that I added together to be where I'm at today. So if you have a 401k, look into it. I know, like, if I was still working and making, checks and stuff like that, I could have borrowed the money out of my 401k. The good thing that they were doing during the pandemic, which is why I thought it was such a good idea, was they reduced the penalties. There's a 10% that taxes take. Of course, the IRS got to get paid, honey. But 20% is just for penalties if you were to take money out of your 401k, before you actually retire. Now, there was no option of me taking the money and making those loan payments because, of course, I wasn't working. I wasn't getting the check because they usually just take it out of your weekly earnings right away. So that wasn't an option. But if you were affected by the pandemic in any way, which I was at home because I was on furlough, you can go ahead and take money out of your account. And you have 3 years to actually pay the taxes. So you could defer the taxes to year 2, year 3, or pay year 1 if you want to. So I thought that was really, really great because usually altogether it's like a 30% penalty that you're hit with, the 20% penalty plus the 10% tax. So the 20% went away and it was just 10% tax. So I saw an opportunity, I went for it. If you want to get rewards in life, you have to take risk in life. I took the risk and I don't regret it because that money was sitting in my account doing absolutely nothing for me. And I took the money and I invested in something that I believe in. And now I have $1,800 income. Once I refinance the property, I'm going to get X amount of dollars and I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And then I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And then I'm going to go ahead, did you guess it right? And do it again. Yes. So I feel like I used the money the best that I could. I was at home. I felt like I was against the wall. All the banks was telling me no. No one was trying to help a sister out. So I did what I had to do. I'm proud of myself. And if you have a 401k with some money in it, if you got some chunk change in it, think about it. Now, I'm 31 years old, so I am far from retiring. I'm not close there. So if you're a little bit older, maybe your situation is different. But I feel like we need to bet on ourselves. I bet on myself because at the end of the day, if I put 110% into myself, I'm always going to succeed. And I know what I'm capable of doing once I got that laser focus. So that's it. I hope I answered all your questions. I told you where I got the money from. I told you how much my property costs. I told you how much the rehab costs. I told you how much I'm listing the property for up for rent. So if you have any other questions, let me know. You probably don't even see all this, huh? But yeah. Price of the property, price of the rehab, price of rent, insurance comes out to this, property taxes comes out to that a month. And as you know, I'm going to be my own property manager. If it starts to get out of hand, I already have a few companies that I spoke to that could take it up. Property managers usually want anywhere from 7 to 10%. So let's say I do get a property manager. I'm asking $1,800 for rent. So, you know, she's going to negotiate, but let's say 8% times. So they'll take $1,440 from my rent per month. So for now, I need to keep these coins, honey. So that is all coming to me. I hope you enjoyed all that tea. Let me know if you have any other questions. Please put your post notifications on so you're updated every time I post. I hope you like the video. Give me some more video ideas. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment under the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.